Hey guys, Parsnigan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so, obviously, you guys hopefully saw the summon video that I put out earlier. We did manage to pull Trunks, 2 copies of him, in fact, just from the discounted multis. So, obviously, very excited about that. This is him, obviously, freshly awakened, so he's full link level 1. Put the dupe in. With this guy, you definitely want to go more crits because he has a lot of additionals built in. So with those 4-star abilities in the bottom right, I've given him 9 crit and 3 dodge. So obviously he's an AGL unit, so he has 5 additional built in already. So we're going to be running his team, which is Entrusted, Will, or Android/Cell Saga category. We've basically ended up making a pretty much like a Vegeta family team. So, 3 key, HP 130, attack and defense 170. His super attack is the Flash Blade, raises defense for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy. So, his passive, attack and defense 100%, additional attack and defense 100% when attacking. He has a great chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks. Launches another additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super every time the character attacks 3 times in battle up to once within the turn. So, if he gets those 2 additional normal attacks or his hidden potential after one of them, he then has the 70% chance of launching another super attack. So, he can attack a lot of times in one turn. And that's why you want dupes, because the additionals that he's going to get first of all are going to be normal attacks. So that's why you want to have crits, because obviously in harder content, like a bunch of additional normal attacks are not really going to do a lot if they're not critting. So we got a very bad first turn here because we actually literally can't even super attack with anyone. Because we got every single unit on this first rotation is a Trunks team. So I guess we'll see what happens here. No links active, no nothing. So we skip the animation. We got 1 additional normal attack. So obviously not the best first turn, but that's just unfortunately what you get with RNG. Starting rotation pretty bad. Obviously he's better defensively after supering. We've got type disadvantage in this first phase. He's got no links active, so kind of surprised that he took that much damage from Raditz, but when you consider all of those things. Shout out to Kensei as well. He's the only friend Trunks that was up at the moment, and he is 55%. But you can see there, at 55%, no links. After he's actually super attacked, he doesn't really take that much damage, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to keep this rotation together. I've not really ever used this rotation before, but once Trunks transforms into a Super Saiyan, the Tech Trunks, I think he shares like 5 links with Super Vegeta, so this would be a pretty good rotation to run them together. And then we've got the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks on the team as a little bit of support. Of course we get supered when he's going to be getting finished off this turn. Tech Trunks, not really the best on turn 1 before he actually transforms into a Super Saiyan. Probably should have just put Super Vegeta in slot 1, but put him in slot 2 so we can actually get that Super Saiyan link active. Not that he probably needed it with the guaranteed crit and everything, but these are the 2 that I want to put together. So these guys share 4 links: Messenger from the Future, Royal Lineage, Fierce Battle, and Cold Judgment. So he's sat at 123k defense pre-super, so obviously, it makes more sense to put you in slot 1, but let's see how much you're actually going to take it before supering. So if we go ahead and do this, let's grab these, and then we can get all of these STR orbs for the LR. I haven't used this the Super Battle Road LR Trunks for quite a while. 3.3 million on the first super. I mean, obviously, remember, the STR Trunks is giving him 40% support, but here's 1 additional, 2 additional, so we're going to then get the additional super as well. Yeah, there we go. So this is the kind of turn that you want to see. So the 2 additional normals and the additional super attack. Not a lot of critting though, unfortunately. But now we're going to get supered. If I had double defense raise, yeah, look at that. It takes double-digit damage after the 2 super attacks from the type neutral Nappa. So that is definitely very, very good. Like, Trunks is definitely a solid unit. I talked about in the video, like, leading up to when the banner was going to come out, that I wasn't super hyped for him, because he is really good, and he's going to fit nicely on some teams, but I feel like he's definitely not a unit that, he's not like a must-have unit, right, especially when, obviously for global, the main concern at the moment is saving for the anniversary. You've got to spend your stones very carefully between now and July, so I feel like for a lot of people, Trunks probably is a pretty easy skip. But I mean, his banner has discounted steps that end with a guaranteed featured, which, again, if you watched my summoning video already, very, very lucky for me. It's not going to be the case for everybody, but if you have 100 stones to spare, you can do all of the steps and get a guaranteed featured unit at the end. That's pretty good. But I know for people who are like completely free to play or only spend a little bit here and there, 100 stones is not exactly easy to come by. So I do feel like Trunks is probably a skip for most people, but definitely is a fun unit. We will transform him a little bit later. Obviously, again, I talked about in a previous video, and you've probably heard from, you know, when he released on JP. His transformation is very weird. It just feels like he's worse after he transforms. His transformation seems like it was designed to be good in Super Battle Road, but then you can't transform him until far too late for his transformation to actually be useful in Super Battle Road. So that is very strange. But here he goes, going off again, getting these additionals. We got the crit as well, taking double-digit damage. So, I mean, yeah, he's definitely looking very impressive here. I'm going to be interested to try him out on a couple of other team builds, because obviously here we're just running his own lead. I want to try him out on some other teams, on some Super Battle Road stages. We'll obviously take him into the legendary Vegeta event. We should have the EZA for LR Trunks coming out later in the celebration. I don't think it was in the news. I actually didn't check the full news thing. I just wanted to get on and summon straight away this morning. So I don't know if they've confirmed the actual release for the physical LR Trunks EZA for global. Because I might do like a full Trunks team versus the Vegeta event, like a son versus father kind of thing. But I'll probably wait until the physical LR Trunks has his EZA to do that. So I do want to try him out on another team. Obviously, hybrids is yet another unit that can be very good defensively, but is also actually very good at putting out damage for hybrids. So hybrid Saiyans certainly do be getting them buffs all the time, because the team is getting a little bit ridiculous, and Trunks is yet another good unit for that. The only downside, I think, for keeping him in his base form, which, as I say, is probably where he is slightly better for most events, is the fact that when it comes to setting him up with link partners on his teams, obviously, you know, a lot of the other Trunkses or Vegetas who are going to share a lot of links with him are also Super Saiyans, so he's missing out on a couple of links. There's not a lot of like base form units that can work well with him, because obviously any other Trunks that is in base is usually going to have like the same name as him. So let's go ahead and transform here. Let me make sure I don't have the animation skip on. Right, good. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform into Super Saiyan Trunks. Yeah, the animation is super cool, but anyway, so now that we're transformed into Super Saiyan Trunks, I should have shown his actual transformation condition, but it's after performing 6 or more attacks. So with the best RNG, on turn 1 in his base form, you can only attack 5 times. So if he appears on turn 1, you can never get the active skill, the transformation, on turn 3. So the earliest you can get it is turn 5. But once you transformed, his super attack is the Shining Sword attack, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, and his passive is attack and defense 100%, great chance of performing a crit, so 70% chance to crit built in is pretty good. Performs a crit once only, and an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super. Additional attack 50% when the target enemy is attacked down or defense down. Additional 50% attack when the target enemy is stunned or sealed. And then high chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 2 turns when all allies attacking in the same turn are Android/Cell Saga characters. So I think, where is it mentioned in here? Is it in the actual untransformed state? Yeah, because when you transform, you stun a single targeted enemy and seal them for 1 turn, which is one of the things that would be super good for Super Battle Road. But obviously in an event like this, as you can see, like, Broly can't be stunned or sealed, so we don't get any effect out of his transformation. If we put him in the middle here, so he's getting links from the actual untransformed Trunks, we actually have his entire link set active here. So pre-super, with the 40% support from this STR Trunks, He's a 123k defense, and he is greatly raising, so he's going to go close to 200k. But the biggest problem is, like, having a chance to crit and all that is obviously really nice, but he's losing out on all of those additional attacks. And especially if you have built his kit to be more crit focused for, you know, taking advantage of all those additional attacks in his base, then it means he's less likely to get an additional attack in his transformed state. So he is hitting just under a 4 million attack stat. That's not too bad. That's all his links active at link level 1 with 1 dupe, and there's that crit. But again, like, we don't get any additionals. Let's see how this Trunks does here. So this is the 55% friend Trunks. So his attack stat is like a million lower. And then we get the additional normal, another additional normal. Will he get the additional super as well? No, so we get the additional normal attack. I believe that if you get the additional normal attack at the end, that's from the hidden potential system, that has a chance to also trigger then his super attack for attacking multiple times in one turn. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, like, on that one turn in particular. Obviously, I would say the transformed version looks slightly better because the untransformed one did not get any additional super attacks. But on a good turn, like the untransformed one, if he's critting on all of those normals and then getting the additional super, he's just going to look better than the transformed one, which is really weird. And like I say, like, transforming him stuns an enemy, which is really useful for Super Battle Road. But you can't transform until like turn 5. And usually in Super Battle Road on turn 5, you've either won already or there's like one enemy left. So yeah, you can transform, stun them for the turn, and it basically guarantees that you're going to finish them off that turn. But then you don't really get a lot of mileage out of the Super Saiyan transformation. So it does seem like a very weird design. For almost every event in the game, you probably are just better off like always leaving him in the untransformed state. Which is disappointing because his transformation animation is really cool. It's just a cool card from a cool moment. Obviously, Trunks appearing, revealing himself to be the second Super Saiyan, taking out Frieza. Like, it's very, very cool. People have wanted like an updated animated version of that in the game for a while. So it's kind of disappointing that in a lot of events, you're probably just not going to bother transforming him because the transform version is just not as good. I mean, that animation is sick, and the KO screen, look at that, that's super good. So we get the crit, the KO screen is very, very nice. But yeah, other than that, I feel like he's a unit that's just going to end up being untransformed most of the time. So look at this, we can have a full active skill turn here. So let's just use everybody's active skill and annihilate Broly. So we'll go ahead and use Super Vegeta's one here. We're going to get hit in slot 1, so he's going to get his full buff. Very interested to see how much damage he's going to do to Broly here. I'm going to grab this because he doesn't need a lot of orbs. I really want Spirit Sword Trunks to change all of those STR orbs into tech. But, I mean, Vegeta's getting the Dokkan attack as well, so it's probably GG here. Alright, so Future Trunks power up the Spirit Sword. Change the orbs here. I think Vegeta probably kills anyway, but let's go ahead and change this. Oh, wow, okay. We can get 6. That's not too bad. And then we'll go ahead and play Trunks' transformation one last time here to end out the video. Yeah, it's just so cool. It's just such a shame that you're just not really ever going to see it. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and grab these. And then, yeah, Broly is going to get absolutely annihilated here. So hit Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta gets his buff. My Super Vegeta is 2 dupes, full level 10 links. With full equips for additional as well. So he is a little bit of a beast. What is he at here? 6.68 million with no support on the rotation. That is pretty good with the fact that that's going to be a guaranteed crit as well. So how much damage is he actually going to do to Broly here? Yeah, take this. Hold this final flash. 7.8 million. We don't get the additional, but then Spirit Sword Trunks comes in with a 3.1. We're going to get the finish here? I guess it depends. If this Trunks at the end crits, but he's only 55%, so I don't know. Broly's going to fire off his AoE, and then... Go on, Trunks, finish him off. 2.88. I don't know if he actually can. But I mean, this super attack animation is really cool as well. But again, you're not going to see it all that much. We get the crit, but again, if he was untransformed, we could have potentially now got a bunch of additionals that could have all been crits, and then he would have been done. So, but yeah, we'll let our AGL Trunks finish him off here. At least when we got type advantage, this is the kind of turn where you can put him in slot 1. We're getting the support from this Super Saiyan 2 Trunks as well. So, looking pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Trunks down below. Did you summon? Hopefully, if you did, you got some good luck. Entrusted Will is a pretty decent team. It's got like the UI Gokus, Namek Gokus on there. So his leader skill is pretty good. If you want to try him out, obviously you can run an Android/Cell Saga team and bring him as a friend. He's a fun unit, but I would say still probably don't summon for him. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.